All right, my fault.
All right.
All
No,
right, here
good.
we are right here. I forget to hit the share button. But anyway, Euro JPY. I enter out this order block right here. Right. So I enter out this order block and the imbalance. My reasoning for behind taking the trade is the equal lows here. And like I was talking about here, this is considered a high resistance liquidity run, right? And what makes this a high resistance liquidity run is the fact that you have this high and then a higher high. All right, that makes it high resistance. Basically, it's gonna take a lot, like high manipulation, red folder news, in order to get price up above this area, right? Especially because we got a pool of liquidity resting below these relative equal lows right here. Damn, GJ to knock my ass out. I entered this trade right here, took partials, put my stop loss at break even. Probably a little too early to do that. I think I'm on the wrong side of the market on this though, actually, because like this is the reason why I took partials right here and placed my stop at break even, because look at this, right? Like price jams up and then pulls back right here at New York Open, right into a kill zone area, and then pushes up nice for 25 pips right now. So I feel like I might be on the wrong side of this trade. Oh, but Euro GBP was another trade. I sent it out. Um, let's see. I didn't send it out to the free group, but I did send it out to premium and pro. So basically, I'm bullish on this pair, right? And I said, like, right as the market was opening, I said that you need to be looking for buys like immediately. I felt as if price was gonna push up immediately after the market opened. And it did. So basically my thoughts behind this trade is you gotta get on the daily chart and zoom out, right? And you have this order block right here. Let me look. You have this order block right here. And check it out. All right, price came right down to it. It didn't quite hit it, but it filled in the imbalance right above it. So right after it did that, we also got AMD concept, right? We got accumulation, right? We got manipulation, distribution, right? Equal highs right here. Redistribution takes out the equal highs, pulls back, order block, all right, and pushes up. I mean, this is textbook right here. This is textbook setups. You really want to be trading in an environment like this, because price is respecting these 1 hour order blocks, right? And it's basically like respecting our kill zones as well. Right here, price comes right down to the kill zone. Right here, price comes right down to the kill zone. It's just price is really respecting these 1 hour order blocks. So I'm already in this trade, but if you guys want to get in it, I would be paying attention to probably this area right here, right? Might slide it up a little bit. So let's look at the 4 hour. All right, that makes sense. We got relative equal highs up here. I really think we can push up from this point. All right, so this is what I'm seeing for DXY. And as you know, this directly correlates with gold, EU, GU, AU, NU, all the U's. All right. So I feel as if, right, we about to trade down and create our low of the week, like tonight or tomorrow night. Okay. This is the area that I'm interested in anywhere within this price area, and then push up. My reason behind that is here on the daily. All right, look, we got sell side liquidity right there in the form of relative equal lows. Right below that, we got bullish order block, right? All right, oops, 50%, the mean threshold, 50% of this bullish order block, price comes down and taps it perfectly. Boom. All right, so we cleared out liquidity right here. Strong push up. All right. So my reasoning behind this is like, I know that, all right, how price came down here and got the 50% of this order block, it's not gonna do it again right here. It's not. Like, price done spent so much time in this area, right? Like 10 days. It's done been in this area for 10 days. It's not gonna come back down to this 50% area. If it does, it really shocked me. All right. So basically what I did, let me get back on the daily real quick. You see, I got the top of the order block and the opening of the order block. And I also measured this candle here. All right, so basically you got your consolidation right here. What I'm really looking forward to is price pulling this number right here. Come right back down to that bullish order block on the daily time frame, right? Anywhere in this area. And you see this huge ass imbalance right here. Like, I wanted to fill in at least half of that and then take off. All right. So if we get on Euro USD, this was one of the reasons behind me buying this, right? All right, so let's get on the daily time frame. I need to put an alert right here. So I want to be alerted when price gets up into this area right here. Sometimes you could take basically this wick right here and measure that bitch in half. And that could be a decent area to go short at. But man, I really don't trade on Mondays, man. Like, I'm up for today. I did make some profit today, but I'm being extra cautious in my trades, all right? Because I really like to see price consolidate on Monday. Like, I can show you some examples. Like, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about the weekly range, the weekly concept or whatever. And like, I basically trade by paying attention to the weekly candle in the weekly range. That's why I have the time-based indicators on here. Every yellow line right here, that's Sunday, that's market open. All right. So basically what I do is wait to see what Monday gives me. Usually a consolidation like we have right here. You see how we consolidate on this Monday and then we drop on Tuesday. See, Tuesdays is like 80% likely to give you the low or high of the week. So in bullish conditions, Tuesdays are likely to give you the low of the week. So at this point, once Tuesday's trading gave us a significant low, I would have been looking to get in right here, like as price is pulling back. and then you can ride that up. And see, Thursday is 80% likely to give you the high or low of the week, just as well as Tuesday is, right? So this is a perfect example. Tuesday gave us the low of the week, and Thursday gave us the high of the week, right? So I would have bought in on Wednesday, New York open, and rode all the way up until, you know, the next morning, or probably took profit at the end of New York session on this day. And right, so this is a beautiful way to trade, man. It works. Trust me, it works. Right. So here's our price swing. Price comes right down to a kill zone that is also coupled with imbalance, right? We jam price up in 57 pips in 5 hours, right? Like that's a decent gain. Basically same thing right here, except for it was basically a range-based week. So we trade up. Tuesdays during London session is usually when the low or high of the week will form. All right. So right here during London session on Tuesday, we get a significant high, and then we drop. All right, we come back up and test it again. Boom, boom. It was just this whole range right here, as well as the range that we had last week. It was all preparing for this move. It cleared both sides of the board, right? And usually when you see that, it's basically the banks getting ready to reverse price, right? So I don't know. That's usually when you see that occur on a higher time frame, but I'm not convinced that this thing is about to start going up. All right. I'm really not convinced. I'm aiming for these equal lows down here, right? Which you just need to be careful because it does look like it's kind of changing course right here. But I'm gonna see how price reacts when it gets up into this level. And like I said, I'm keeping an eye on price action on Tuesday. So with this type of thinking, with this type of mentality, all you really have to do is sit on your hands until, you know, Tuesday. Wednesdays are usually the days that the weekly expansion really starts. I like just back testing and looking at previous data is going to be your best friend always. Can you show something in the 5-minute on EU? Yeah, sure. All right. All right. So look, man, like I said, I trade the US pairs a lot, right? And typically on Mondays, you really don't get no expansions, bro. You really don't get no expansions on Mondays. Um, and that's a good thing. Like what you really want to see is price to start. How the hell that happen? Oh, what's going on right now? Hey, Aaron, are you like some type of way marking on this? Like, what's going on? Hey, how did them lines just come up on my chart, man? I'm confused. I don't like that. I feel like that's some hacker type shit. Hey, Aaron. Hello.
Hey, bro.
How did them lines just pop up on my chart?
On our side, there's a little edit button, and I just press it, and then I could write on your chart. But you could also delete it, or you can take it off too.
Yeah, I don't want that to be able to happen, man. Like, I don't want people just to be able to randomly draw on the screen, right?
No, I get you, bro.
All right, so
But that's how I was gonna show you, though.
right, so show me how you did it.
I just hit the little pencil thing.
Right here, annotate.
Oh, I'm on my phone. I'm not on the computer.
Right. We can see what you share here. Recording on.
I don't know how you take it off on your side though, because I never hosted before.
That's weird. All right, anyway. All right, so like I said, on Mondays you really don't get no big expansions. So your best bet, you're bearish on this pair, right? Like you're bearish on this, right? Price has clearly been going down for quite some time.
Yeah, overall, yeah. But
right.
Given the time where we're at right now, I think is gonna take out some more imbalance.
Okay. All right. So let's see. You think it's gonna come up here and clear the rest of this? It's possible. It's very possible, but in my honest opinion, I don't think it's gonna come up no further than this right here. All right. So like this can be a good learning experience for either me or you or both of us, right? So
Right.
the reason I'm saying that is because this daily order block right here. All right. So
Oh yeah, that thing's massive.
right. So you got a huge engulfing candle right here. So what I'm anticipating, right, is for, all right, just note this one. You see how price came down, taking out equal lows here, and then engulfed it. All right, so we immediately traded down into the top of the order block. And what I'm saying is like we didn't even hit the order block, right? So like really what drives price more than these order blocks is imbalance. You see what I'm saying? The imbalance drives price more than an order block does. Like price traded right back down here and didn't quite tap the order block, but we base our entry off of the order block. A lot of people do that, but one of the main things I teach in my mentorship in my premium is how to take advantage of imbalances, right? So you would have been looking to enter this trade, down here close to the order block or somewhere up here within this imbalance. Just finesse the time frames and see what you can't find. So I feel as if that's what we're about to see right here. I feel like price is about to come up into this area and then roll over, taking out the relative equal lows here. But one thing I don't like is how price respected this OB right here, right? So we cleared out both sides of the board and then it came right down and respected this order block, and we're getting a nice reaction off of it. But from a bearish standpoint, this is where I would be looking to go short at for sure. This is where I would be looking to go short at. All right, so let me look at EJ real quick because this shit is going crazy. All right. I'm still in this trade. So here's another example of what I'm talking about, bro. Right? So let me move this out of the way. Let me get this out of the way. Right? So many people look for these order blocks to enter off of, and it's a good place to base entries off of, and it works. A lot of the times it does work, but if you back test it, a lot of the times it falls short. It falls short a lot, actually, especially on these lower time frames. So that's a good thing to, maybe go back and back test on, and try to identify like legit order blocks. You see what I mean? Like this, for example, I wouldn't consider this really a legit order block. I feel like price jumped up here to fill in the imbalance, not dig off into that order block. Right, so look at this. You think it's a coincidence that price popped up there and hit the 50% area of this imbalance? It's not a coincidence. So basically what I did is measure this whole imbalance from the low of this candle to the high of this candle. Just measure the whole imbalance, 50%. And what makes it even more effective is if that area is lined up with your kill zone, right? 50% of this imbalance is lined up beautifully with the 62% retracement. All right, so another pair I'm looking at is all right, gold for sure. All right, looking at the daily time frame. We're actually trading up close to this daily order block right here, and we're filling in a lot of imbalance. So I'm going to be interested in seeing how price reacts from this area, but I am staying mindful of the buy side liquidity resting above here and the perfect equal highs here. So we drop down to a 4-hour, and we have, look, we have this trend line right here, right? That retail traders are eating off of. And last week, we purged that trend line liquidity. And this is an area that you should always try to target, right? When price goes to making those perfect, lower lows, higher highs, all that, creating a trend line, it's giving you trend line liquidity, and smart money targets that a lot. So at this point, I think we're going to keep dropping lower. Have a nice order block right here. I'm probably gonna wait until tomorrow, New York open, to try to find a clear setup though. Let's see. I think our trade of the week is gonna be Euro GBP on the buys and Euro USD on the sales. Those are the main two that I'm really watching right now, including gold. it came up and tapped my alarm. It didn't trigger my alarm because it didn't quite hit it, but I wish it would have hit it. That would have, you know, got my attention so I could have sold this. At least for a quick little scout anyway. Is there any pairs that you guys want me to go over before I hop off? Maybe US 30. I got a POI on US 30, which is right here. I didn't quite get down in there. It pulled back, but it didn't pull back deep enough. Then it just took off. So like if I would have been paying attention, I probably would have tried to get in as price was coming down here. Looks like a logical area. You got this 4-hour OB right here. Looks like price came down to the 50% of that. All right, guys. I got this recorded. I'll post it up. Yeah, I gotta handle some business right now, so I'm gone. All right, y'all. Good luck. Hey, keep in mind that we got high impact news coming in like 40 minutes. So if you're in the marketplace, be careful.